Hey, flooring pros and flooring pups and all you wonderful people out there. It's Jerry Levinson, and I wanted to show you a marketing plan that I created that I think it's going to help a lot of people. We get this question all the time. It's like, how much should I budget for my marketing spend? So I want to show you how to create an effective marketing strategy on just 5,500 per month. Let's put this in perspective. So a flooring company, their average spend tends to be about 10% in the first couple of years, especially if you're trying to grow fast. After about 2 to 3 years, they reduce it down to 3% to 5% on marketing. That's when you're getting established, your website's working better. Again, this is for companies who want to grow 25% or more in their first years. And then you'll find companies like this keep their budget up. So this strategy is based on a $5,500 monthly budget. So let me give you the breakdown of how this works and why. I would spend $500 on your website. That's about what it costs. It's going to be a couple $100 more or less, depending on who you hire. I would spend $1,500 on pay-per-click advertising. That's Google AdWords. I would spend $2,500 on Facebook direct response advertising and $1,000 on customer management and random marketing items. So let's start off with your website strategy. So $500 is to manage the website, SEO, retargeting. Again, there's people that charge $300. There's people that charge $700. What price should you be paying? Well, quite frankly, the company's effectiveness should determine that, not the price. So I would rather pay $700 and get somebody really good than $300 just to get it done. So get recommendations, get referrals, ask people, and figure out who's good at it. Definitely interview Floor Force, Creating Your Space, Velocity. There's a lot of good ones out there. And then people that you know. So get proof, see what they do for other people. Hire somebody good. So there's additional things you can buy with your website, but just don't do that right now. Right now might be a little bit too soon. Let's get you up and running, established to get things going. $1,500 on pay-per-click advertising. Don't spend too little. A big mistake that people make is they're spending $500. Okay, let's try it out. And you burn through your budget, you get nowhere. So if you're not going to spend at least $1,500, that's the minimum. If you're not spending that much, I wouldn't invest money in pay-per-click advertising. It's just not good spend. Now, the strategy is I would only promote carpet. I wouldn't promote other products. Here's the problem. If you wanted to, you could do exclusively hardwood or exclusively tile or exclusively laminate, but I would not do vinyl. Luxury vinyl is the most popular product today in flooring. The problem is consumers are calling it multiple different things. They're calling it luxury vinyl, LVT, waterproof flooring. There's just so many words for it that it really waters the category down. The other big problem with that category is there are other products like vinyl siding. There are other vinyl products that take that keyword. So it's going to mess up your spend. I would stay away from that product on pay-per-click advertising. It's not going to be very effective. Okay. I encourage you. Carpet works really good because everybody thinks that people aren't buying carpet anymore, and they are. The only times I would do specifically hardwood or tile or laminate is if you don't sell carpet. But if you sell carpet, that's what I would spend my $1,500 a month on. I would only go 5 to 10 mile radius around my showroom and in an area where you want good business. If your showroom's not in a good area, then just pick a good circle, a good area where you want business. I'd rather have people seeing my carpet ads over and over and over again versus versus a large audience seeing it once or twice. Okay. We dominate carpet in our area over Empire Express, all these other big mega companies. They're spending 100,000 a month on advertising. Well, we dominate the word carpet in our area. So it's a great strategy. It's worked really well. Now, if we try to water it down with flooring, I didn't include that. Don't advertise flooring, because when people are shopping for flooring, they shop specifically for what they're looking for. If they're looking for wood, they're shopping for wood. If they're looking for tile, they shop for tile. Again, flooring is going to get watered down amongst categories. Also, the big boys, they bought up the keyword flooring. So don't compete against them. Let's go with something that they're not doing. And that is mostly carpet. They're not advertising that as heavily as they might be flooring. So this strategy works excellent for a pay-per-click strategy. Now, we create a 10-to-1 peak performance. It's Facebook Messenger strategy. So I would spend, our starter plan is $24.50 a month. And that is to promote specifically laminate, vinyl, wood, and tile. I would not do carpet on this, because Facebook is very visual, and carpet is not a visual product. Carpet photos look horrible. I don't care how good looking the carpet is. And people don't know if you're advertising the furniture or the fireplace or the puppy dog or the kids. What is the real ad in carpet ads? It just doesn't work visually. So that's why I recommend you stay with that pay-per-click. Recommend these products work better with Facebook because it is more visual. With the starter plan, we get about 14 to 20 scheduled appointments. So that's per month. We expect your sales to be over 40,000 a month. And that's based on a closing rate of 50% with an average ticket price of $7,500. We've talked to a lot of flooring dealers. They find that these numbers are very fair. Closing rate can go down as much as 40%, but the average ticket price has been anywhere from $7,000 to $7,500 for hard surface products. If you were selling 50% of 14 estimates, that's 7 customers at a price of even $7,000. That's $49,000 per month. So we know this is very effective on Facebook. You also get good branding on Facebook as well. So we have an advanced plan for companies that are doing $2-3 million a year. They might want to try that out. You get revenue of 85,000 or more, and that's a 4,250 investment. And then the Rockstar plan is a $6,000 investment. We expect your sales to be over 150. Okay. So, and there's other companies you can use for Facebook. This is our plan. This is our system, our layout. But with those other companies, if you use somebody else, again, I would focus on the hard surface category and just pick one and dominate it. But a Facebook, you've got to manage the hell out of it. It depends on who you're hiring, but it is a very effective marketing tool right now. It is one of the best. I wouldn't put all your money into Facebook because Facebook can also shut you down. So don't put all your eggs in any one basket. Even Google can shut you down. They can give you problems. So it's not good to put all your money into what you might perceive as the best advertising. The best advertising is multiple streams of marketing and multiple doors that people will come in. Keep it congruent with each other. You want your advertising, fonts, colors, things like that to be the same, so there's no confusion about your company. That's good branding. So the $1,000 per month that you have left over with this $5,500 budget, I would spend that on customer retention, do things like email, newsletters, quarterly specials. Look, you already did business with these people, they trust you, and we don't go after these people enough. Make a concerted effort to do something to reach out to these people twice a year, at least twice a year, minimum. A newsletter you can do, it doesn't have to be monthly, it can be quarterly. So, but you need to do something to stay in front of them. Wouldn't you hate to lose a customer who used you and you lose them to Home Depot because they're in the market and they just happen to be walking through Home Depot? So they're just ready to go. It's not that they didn't like your service or they didn't give you a chance, but you're not top of mind. So you got to stay in front of the people. You already earned their business. It's going to be cheap to get more of their business. Networking groups are fantastic. BNI is one of the most difficult and expensive to belong to. It's also the most effective by far. Chamber of Commerce isn't as effective, but it's cheap. And so it's a few $100 a year in most cases, maybe 400 or 500, depending on what area you're in. But if you're doing the networking and all that, they're great for grand openings. Chamber of Commerce is worth it. Again, it's a very small spend. And the $1,000 per month is spread out over all these things I'm mentioning. Home shows. Again, you're not going to spend $1,000 a month on home shows, but home show, $2,000-3,000 a home show. You do 2 or 3 times a year. That uses some of this budget. Vehicle wraps is a one-time expense. Business cards, flyers, shirts, signs, all that stuff works really well. You just keep marketing, keep putting stuff out there. Okay. If you guys would like to discuss this further, you want a marketing strategy session on what works well for you, give me a call. There's my contact information, and we'll go over an effective strategy for your flooring business, figure out what your goals are, how many leads do you need to reach your goals, what products are you selling, what do you specialize in. I could put together a plan for you. So contact me, Jerry, at 5foot6consulting.com. If you think I'm just some jerk pitching marketing for my own financial gain, you can contact me at jerry@gotohelljerry.com. So, all right, guys, it's time to profit now in the flooring business. Good luck, everyone. Have a great, profitable week.